Surfaces in the race for Idaho's Secretary of State. Candidate Evan Frasure was asked what makes him a better candidate, but he says he was misunderstood when he brought up religion. Eyewitness News reporter Tyler Berg caught up with both of the candidates. He joins us now here in the studio. Tyler, what happened here?
Well, Frasure's initial response has been criticized by voters and an editorial. He has since responded again, saying he was misinterpreted. In a response for an Idaho Statesman voter guide, Evan Frasure referenced his LDS mission and the Catholic faith of his opponent, Phil McCrane.
I was surprised to see religion made an issue. I don't see how in this instance, I think we have lots of good folks who rely on their faith in the state of Idaho and who've served the state very well, and a diversity of faiths as well.
Frasure says a Post-Register editorial twisted his words to imply his Mormon faith made him the better Republican, even though he said the good Catholic's background is hardly that of a future Republican.
They're taking the fact that I mentioned I served on a mission. I didn't even say I was a, quote, Mormon. I just said I'd served a mission and that affected my political beliefs, and it did. Severely.
Frasure says it's his New Zealand mission in the 1970s that made him a rock-solid conservative.
That does impact my thinking. It influences my whole approach to government. I believe in limited government, and it's because of that experience in a socialist country we don't want to go there. That's the reason that came up.
McCrane's Catholic faith also guides the decisions he makes, but he doesn't think religion needed to be brought into the race in the first place.
You know, I have family from here in eastern Idaho, and we've always been very welcomed here, and so I was certainly surprised to see that made an issue at all in this race.
Frasure says those faith-based comments were not meant to entice anyone to vote for him, and no offense was meant toward McCrane.
My brother's Catholic. I roomed with a Catholic senator over in Boise. One of my political allies and mentors is Jim Risch, also a fellow Catholic. There is no slapping it all. It was meant as a compliment. I think he is a good Catholic candidate, and there's not a thing wrong with that.
Other candidates for Secretary of State include Republicans Mitch Toryansky and Lawrence Denny, as well as Democrat Holly Woodings. Live in the studio, I'm Tyler Berg.
You know, Tyler, Mom, right there behind you, Mom always said two things you don't talk about. Religion and politics. Yeah. Thanks for sorting it out. All right, thanks. We'll let you go. The primary election, by the way, is less than 2 weeks away. That will be May 20th. Meanwhile, the race for Idaho's second